question.
Yeah, like if I eat eggs for several days in a row, next thing you know, I can't breathe when I sleep. Or if I have too much animal fat with that grass-fed beef.
Okay, well, that's awesome that you know that. You're halfway there just by noticing it. That's
right.
So that's why I say this to you guys all the time. Food diary. Pay attention to your foods. David, congratulations. You're 50% of the way there. So here's a couple things. By the way, are you in radio? Because you got an amazing voice, bro.
I run a hockey school, so I have to project my voice pretty hard. I've been doing it for 40 years, and when you got to push it 200 feet for 40 kids,
that's an amazing voice. That's one of the best voices I've ever heard.
I get that a lot. Thank you.
All right. So here's the deal. You want to be more specific with the foods that are causing problems. It's still a little bit general there. So you do a food diary, notice the specific foods that are causing problems. Eggs do contain fats, but eggs also contain problematic proteins. So play with the eggs a little bit. Sometimes people have problems with scrambled eggs, but not with hard-boiled eggs, or vice versa. See if you could play around with that as well.
If I scramble in butter, it doesn't work at all. That really bugs me up.
Yeah,
different ways of cooking. Soft, and is duck egg much different? Because that seems to be a little less of a problem.
Yeah, it might be slightly different in its proteins, but so you'll have to play with it. You'll have to notice it yourself. Slight differences. But the point is that specific foods are going to cause problems. You won't know that unless you write everything down, then eliminate those foods.
Right.
As far as helping your body process fats, there's lots you can do. First of all, you always want to mix your fats. If you have a problem processing fats, you always want to take your fats with digestive enzymes, especially something called lipase. So get on the ultimate enzymes. You may have to play with the dose a little bit to see what a perfect dose is for you, where you don't have problems. And then always activate your enzymes with some apple cider vinegar. Go get lecithin granules, Lecithin, at the health food store, and do maybe half a scoop of lecithin granules. Look for the organic, GMO-free ones. Those are better probably for you. Yeah. Although as far as the lecithin goes, it doesn't matter. And then drink that down with your fatty foods as well. And again, you'll have to play with the dose. Make sure you're using, as I say, the apple cider vinegar. Go get yourself some extra bile salts, B-I-L-E, bile salts, and that will help you as well. There's also fat metabolizing supplements that they sell that have things like choline and methionine in there, and that might help you. The amino acid taurine, Taurine, can also help. Last thing, if you grind up your fats, make them in a Vitamix or in a food processor, that may make them easier for your body to process as well. And then one more thing, if you're having problems processing your fats, digesting your fats, you may not be getting vitamin E, vitamin A, essential fatty acids, and also vitamin D and K. So make sure you're supplementing with those as well. I like people to get some sunshine to get their vitamin D if you can do that. If not, vitamin A and D capsules, or the omega-3 fat, the ultimate essential fatty acids from Longevity also have A and D. So focus on fat malabsorption issues, and then look to the specific foods that are causing problems. And I commend you, kudos to you for understanding the connection between foods and for already being halfway there. Anything else you want? Anything else going on?
Yeah, just if you can't eat eggs and you can't eat the meats, where do you go?
You could still probably eat meat, fish.
Nuts are like the worst thing. If I eat nuts, I look like a teenager with acne after 3 days.
Well, this is awesome. You already know all the good stuff. Now, there's different kinds of nuts. Peanuts are not nuts.
Right.
But sometimes people have problems with almonds, but not with cashews. Sometimes people have problems with cashews, but not with walnuts. You'll have to play around with that a little bit.
Okay.
Try hemp seed protein. And try whey protein if you can do those. You'll have to play with it a little bit. See if hemp seed protein is good, and see if whey protein is good, and then see if different kinds of meats are problematic for you. Some maybe, some maybe not. And organ meats are going to be your best source of protein as well as micronutrients.
Excellent. And then about 145 pound. I'm in the same shape I've been for my entire life since 15 years old.
You only weigh you're 145?
I'm 145 at 5'8".
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see, where was I going with this?
Well, you're in good shape. You're in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape. Oh, I know. What's a reasonable amount of meat? Because I'll tell you, I live on meats and veggies, basically, and I feel starved. I did have celiac, corrected that 8 years ago.
You may not have corrected it. You may not have corrected it, because that may have something to do with the fat absorption. Don't worry about the amount of meat. Protein is self-satisfying. It'll fill you up, and when you're done eating, you're not going to binge. Nobody binges on protein or on meat. You'll know when you've had enough.
I know when I've had enough, but
you'll know when you've had enough. Your body can only handle so much. I got to move on, David.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for your call. Take care, bro. Bye-bye. All right, Carol in Washington, what's going on? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi, thank you. I have a 92-year-old friend that goes through spells of starting to burp and then just plain vomiting his entire whatever
He's 92?
he has or had. Yeah, and he can. It can be the first couple bites, or halfway through the meal, or toward the end. And it'll happen 2 or 3 times a week at least, maybe 4.
Sounds like a mechanical problem. At the age of 92, the mechanics start to break down. You definitely need him. He definitely needs to be getting some nourishment, though. He may be the malnourishment, or he may be starving for that matter, and that's compounding the problem. At the age of 92, where everything starts to break down, and when you don't absorb your nutrients, the breakdown gets accelerated. Liquid nutrition is what I'd recommend for him, and that will bypass some of the help him bypass some of the mechanical problems. Bone soup, and by the way, David, if you're listening, I forgot to mention, bone soup can be helpful for your digestive system and a good source of protein. You know what I mean when I say bone soup, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay, make him bone soup. Make him bone soup, and he may be able to get away with that. If he can, he'll get great nutrition in terms of protein, and he'll also get cartilage factors that will help him with his digestive system. Absolutely must be on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I would get it today. I wouldn't waste any time. As soon as you can get some nutrition, liquid nutrition into him, especially in the B vitamins and the electrolytes, the better off he'll be. You may want to also try some whey protein if he can handle whey protein, and also liquid fats. He may not be able to absorb the ultimate EFAs, and that's why liquid fats, pre-liquefied fats like the Udo's blend, which I really love as a source of essential fatty acids. If you can't handle the capsules, I'm sorry, we just out of time. Carol, if you want to call back on Monday, we can continue this discussion. That's all the time we have for today. I apologize if we left you on hold. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, and my new blog, criticalhealthnews.com or brightsideben.com, and sign up for the Brightside Ben team. Love to have you on my team. You can also purchase products right off the website. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates. 1-800-425-4610.